Alright, so we have Sigurd and Lilina, both decks that also like to tank up. Oh,
Blowing
hello.
up board by yourself.
I mean, I just started, so it happens.
Yeah.
Um,
Lots of Lilinas today, huh?
yeah, it
What's
would
up with
seem so. Lilina really, people really like to play her, it would seem.
I
But
think
yeah,
they just like her.
I mean, she is funny. Having the ability to just nuke the entire board
I meant
is
more like
funny.
from a character perspective more than a gameplay perspective.
That too. I don't remember too much of FE6 because I played it once in English a long time ago and then like three times in Japanese because my girlfriend owned it. So I just used a cartridge. So sadly, I don't know much of Lilina's personality. Um, but yeah, her just being a funny card also helps.
What that hit? Wait, how
Yep.
did that hit?
Because 30 plus
It's a
10 for
30
self
with a
support.
10 support into it. Oh,
Yeah,
he's
self
self.
support. Yeah.
Right, I
Um,
forgot Sigurd. I forgot Gamma plays Sigurd MC.
Yeah. Also, that's three Gonzales already. Two have been supported, one has been bonded, so I don't think we're gonna see that card pretty much ever again.
Well, you never know.
Technically speaking, ordering there, Lilina should have attacked first in case she was to get a Mur support, and then Mur can attack if Phase ran, can double Keat and get the attack buff that turn. The chances of that is quite low, but yeah. Yeah, but yeah.
Yeah, you never know.
Gamma has always played Sigurd. He likes to class change Sigurd a lot. Meaning, I have seen
That's
a
the point of
level.
the deck.
No, I've seen a level 8 or 9 Sigurd.
Jesus. Someone, you gotta make sure this guy doesn't find out about like green, you know?
no, he just really likes Sigurd. Um, but yeah, it was just. I remember that as a tournament match, and it was just funny because I was the first one that I saw of it was I just joined a random Lackey game in progress and saw a giant Sigurd and just went, I don't even know what I'm looking at, and then left.
I think I might have been in that game too.
um, because yeah, you like Sigurd usually only likes technically speaking class changing four times into his 5/4. Um, but they just kept bouncing between the set 22 and set 17 or whatever it is, and it was
Yeah.
just like never like committing to a single one.
It's definitely one of the more creative approaches to Big Yellow.
Yeah. All right. So sound of the attack didn't hit. Chances of it hitting though was quite low, just because Sigurd being on bridge and Lilina not having the greatest offense. Granted, her cost one is one of the best cost ones, just because that skill is a lot cheaper than other ones that are like it.
Also drawn 3 leaves.
Yeah, the three leaves all being there. Man has an entire branch in his bond area.
I mean, it's not even like good at that point, right? Because you don't even want to flip any of your leaves.
Well, you're not
Like
supposed to
you,
ever use them
yeah.
for flip, and if you ever were going to flip them, you could bounce them and then flip whatever you bounce back in.
Well, yeah, but I mean, you know.
Like, there's no punishment to doing this, so there's no reason
What
not
if
to.
you're playing Triandro?
Okay, yeah, if Triandra gets played, or if Unknown Coast gets boundless, or Sophia does things, yeah, like there's super niche thing that can screw it over, but it's not likely. Also, Gamma seems to be taking the approach of not attacking.
I mean, he is playing Big Yellow.
Look, Gamma usually attacks. The last few times that
Now,
I played him, he liked to attack.
maybe it's a matchup specific thing.
You're saying he has Lilina matchup knowledge. Also,
I
no
mean,
promo by looks of it. So that is rough for our Ostian. Unless they have set 16 as a backup promo in their hand, um, it's looking like it's going to be a bit of a struggle.
yeah, the Lilina deck does shockingly need Lilina.
Yeah. Well, every deck needs its main promo. You want to play
Yeah, but
like
it's like a lot of Lilina.
yeah.
So
And
if he has,
if other units are attacking, you might as well run the set 16 just because, hey, occasionally it'll get you cards.
He's gonna bounce a leaf with the nano. This is another matchup where I'd like to be able to see his retreat area, because what he gets off of Sigurd is pretty important. I mean, this early on, he doesn't have any face-down bonds. I know we've seen a sell a 5-er, so probably just gonna get like a Sigurd or something to flip for Armands, I'd imagine.
Yeah, well, Sigurd would... Or another leaf.
That's the wrong leaf.
As I said, the guy's just making an entire branch in his bomb zone.
This is too many leaves, man. What's he doing with that? Maybe he's playing like a Eldigan and he's trying to set up like an Eldigan summon leaf and then like, you know.
As much as that would be nice, Eldigan can't summon Leaf because Leaf is not a horse.
I thought the 4-3 was a beast.
No.
I'm crazy.
They're all just...
beast.
There we go, main promo.
Well, it still requires us to have other Lilinas, so...
Yep. Well, they might have other ones. Like... But... Yeah, there's ditching. Another 4-3. Okay. Swinging. A 10 support, but that's good enough.
Scarred.
And that hits, which means Lina gets a drill.
Alright.
No punishment for them. This, like... Okay.
Dodging early with Sigurd, I imagine, is probably pretty weird because you want to have the cards in hand to class change with.
Yeah. Most likely. It's just... Sigurd is just weird. Because... He's just trying to do what Yellow likes to do, but just is bad at it. Just because he's supposed to be a combo piece.
Be cool.
But if he...
I mean, when you're playing against Big Yellow, you always got to clear the Sigurd, right? But
yeah.
now you can't clear it, so that's got to mean something.
But at the same time, you don't have to fear the Sigurd go in cost 0, cost 5-4.
I mean, if you start with the card on your field, it's basically a 0 cost, right?
Yeah, true. It's just when my turn 4 is 0 cost and then 5-4 Sigurd, and my opponent's turn is just class change into Sigurd, because those are both turn 4 plays. One side looks a little bit better.
Yeah. You could say that. I'm kind of curious what he's gonna do in this position.
Honestly, I got no idea. He has just so many leaves in fucking bonds, and he hasn't deployed anything. So there's nothing that's screaming to him.
I'm just not really sure how you make progress as Big Yellow, or like at this deck, I guess more specifically, if your opponent doesn't have any cards. Because like, what are you gonna do? Deploy and then do nothing and pass? Like...
Yeah, I mean, yeah. There's just
They just clear it with Lilina and then you get a free draw, you know?
Okay, bonding Self. So he can take up. He can do something. If only Lilina gave a shit about that. Dare Dry? Okay.
That's a good start.
Flip Nano? Get a new bond? Oh.
I mean, maybe
4-3 Leaf is also a good option.
Yeah.
Alright. Also, I just realized he went to deck and pulled that card out of his deck specifically. He didn't hit support.
No. I mean, I do that too sometimes.
Oh, I don't do that. I just hit support because it's easier. I just heard that sound and went, wait, that sound ain't normal.
It's kind of like more fun though to like drag the card. You know, it gives it like a sense of weight.
Oh, yeah. I get that.
Yeah. So who do you think is favored in this matchup?
Honestly, Lilina.
Why do you
Because,
say that?
one, tanking up does jack shit nothing to her because she tanks up as well. Two, if you ever do Unify Leaf and get a big board, Lilina can just blow it up. If Lilina saves her resources for that turn where you, like, do a lot, Lilina just goes, I don't care, it's all gone. Like,
Gamma's he's like a newer player, right? I know he was in like the last Ammas, wasn't he?
Gamma has entered like 5 or 6 AMAs, but just
Oh.
never won a single game for the longest time.
Yeah, because I'm curious if he realizes that Lilina can destroy his MC.
Who knows? So
So
this is
that's
discarding a Lilina and discarding a Hector. This is double Armance.
discarding a Hector. Oh my gosh, okay.
So if Hector gets this attack and hits, Deirdre blows up.
Pop the DJ. That's cute.
But swinging with Lilina first. We'll see if this attack hits. And pulling Deirdre. And it hits. Oh my god. That's the worst support he could have seen. Because now it's dodge or Lilina gets a card. Dodge, okay. But now Hector can swing face. And if they don't dodge, Deirdre blows up. Oh.
Yeah.
Swinging Deirdre.
It's understandable.
It's understandable because it's more consistent. It's just
it would have been most consistent to swing with Hector first. I'm not sure why we did it in this order.
Well, the ordering doesn't matter because both of them have on hits. It's just which on hit do you want to use?
Well, you always want to use the Hector first, right? Because then that helps you decide your next attack order. The draw doesn't really change the...
Yeah, true. You can always do Hector into Sigurd first. And then if that attack does hits, Deirdre blows up. If that attack doesn't hit, you can get Lilina clean up. But it's fine.
Yeah. I mean, Sigurd shouldn't really care about a 100 attack unit.
He shouldn't. That's true. The thing is, Hector can activate his skill if any unit is above 100. So he can activate his skill off Lilina.
I meant more in terms of like clearing it.
Oh yeah, in clearing it, it's not bad. It's just so far. Where's the Selifs?
In deck somewhere.
Yeah, there just hasn't been any Selif or Sigurd bonds to really get your bond count high enough that you can get over 100. Because right now Sigurd can't hit Hector. There's no way for him to.
I mean, if we have like anything.
Another leaf.
The 4th leaf. We're gonna get a Deirdre hit. He might have like a Julia or something. Like we're gonna see a lot of bonds.
Yeah, or he could always leaf get the leaf back to hand and get the Selif out and unflip the other Selif. Like there is ways. It's just they can be quite expensive.
Yeah, but it's not like you know, you're not really doing anything this early on. You have time. You can afford to spend your cash money.
Yeah. The question is Willie, because the last time I played Gamma, I was using Henry, and he bonded every turn, and then I just Triandra'd the bond face down. So he was just bonding, it was getting face down, next turn he'd do the same, and I'm like, bro, just don't bond, and Henry will have to blow himself up.
I mean, Henry's not like a normal deck.
True, but it was just like every single turn was just that for like 6 in a row, and it was like, bro, just keep the card in your hand, please.
Well, I don't think they're playing Triandra in this deck, so you won't have to worry about that.
Yeah. Alright, but let's see.
Alright, that's a pretty good one. Gonna let us have more chances to see a Sigurd or Selif bonds.
Yep, he's now getting all his tools needed to recycle his bonds a lot.
Curious if you're gonna bounce any of the leaves this turn.
Yeah. The question is, Deirdre? Actually, no, she'll be 100. She can hit
Yeah,
Hector.
so yeah, we don't even need to worry about getting arm mods this turn.
Yep. Sigurd doesn't need to use his arm mods, yeah. 1, 2, 3. Didn't reveal what they are.
I think he kept the Sigurd bonds. He sent a Nana and Alwen and something
Oh,
else.
well,
Oh,
he's good no matter what
Selden.
anyway. And another leaf. And there's the leaf.
Okay, it was a leaf. So he sent the Sigurd then, which is interesting. Because if he had kept the Sigurd, he could have flipped it with the Selith and had an Armod's online.
Yep. Well, he has 2, but 2 is enough. You don't need 3
yeah.
arm mats.
Oh my
Oh
god.
my god.
Alright. I mean, I'm feeling pretty good. I'm Gamma.
Yeah, that was a... Oh my god. How lucky do you have to be to unflip all your bonds like that?
We are over 7 bonds now as well, I believe. So we can start blasting if we want to.
Yeah, we're at 9. He doesn't do the Rosa 4.
The Rosa 4?
I do
the
4
Rosa
cards each of my
that's
bond rows,
good.
just so that I don't have to think when I'm looking at Leaf.
Yeah, I thought you said the Rosa 4, like the Banjo 4. I thought
Oh.
it's like...
Yeah, no, this is not involving the Banjo 4. I think you're safe on that one.
Good.
I just wonder if they actually had the Sigurd dodge, and attacking Deirdre kind of screwed them over. But
I mean,
because they were taking orbs for a long while, and then
I'm guessing they probably didn't read the Lilina draw on hit skill, so after they saw that, they started dodging.
yeah, that might have been it. Or they just didn't have dodges early, and that was their one dodge they had. Okay, yeah, normal tank up turn, tank up end turn. Okay. Lilina plus 30. Flip 2, Hector plus 30. Lilina Armads. Will Lilina Armads again? That's the question.
I mean, we only have 1 card left in our hand.
True, but it would be funny.
It would be funny, but it doesn't put you in the greatest situation.
But the thing is, it blows up both Deirdre and Julia. Because if you can get rid of both of them, you're in a very good spot.
Yeah, but with only 0 cards in hand, you know.
Hey,
don't
look,
really
they're contemplating taking this, it seems. If they one orb. If Lilina can buff herself up or hit this attack,
oh, that's a rough side.
That's fine. That's fine. It still hits. You're buffed 20.
Yeah.
You're buffed by 60. That's a hit.
But having a Lilina in the retreat means that there's less chance of them having 1 in hand.
True,
you know?
but if they take this, oh no, they don't.
They're aware.
Yeah. Because that would have been a draw 1 if that was also Lina ditching the other Lina, plusing 30, nicking board. So they didn't do the double ditch to try and make it so that Sigurd was more likely to take that orb. I think they were trying to mind game them.
I see the Lina players doing that a lot.
Yeah, it can punish you because you're less likely. Sometimes, like it actually punished Sylveon a few times. She messed it up a few times, so her attacks didn't hit, so she didn't get draws.
I see.
In this one, she was already 60 above because of Hector's skill. So you don't have to worry about that fake out because 120 attack is usually going to hit something that's 100. As we saw, even with a self, what 30s does Sigurd run? None. So it's guaranteed to hit always.
Hey, he could be playing the yellow flyers. You never know.
So yeah, there's no reason not to do the mind game of that. And also, welcome, CM.
Hello.
Yeah, you're in here. The exciting game of Lilina versus Sigurd.
Who do
Yep.
you think is gonna
Now the
win?
funny thing is, Sigurd can actually match up to Lilina's attack.
Yes, but the thing is one has 6 cards in hand and 0 orbs. The other one has 0 cards in hand, 5 orbs.
It sounds to be like one of them is off a card. I don't know.
I
I
mean,
guess the extra card is on the field, so it evens out.
yeah. But then there's also the bond thing.
Yeah,
Um,
after the bonds, then it'll be even.
but yeah, yes, Sigurd
Favorite.
can buff up to hit Lilina, but at the same time, does Lilina really give a shit? Because she would like to take a hit in this case, because right now it's just one wrong move, Lilina gets enough power, flip 1 wins the game. In this situation, you pretty much want to try and save Lilina's until you can get plus 90 again. Because as soon as you get the plus 90, it's flip 1 win. So you just have to wait, stall, get the 3 cards, win.
I think the main thing that you need to do here, if you're the Sigurd player, is that you basically need to clear the Hector.
Yeah.
It's the main. You definitely want to make sure that you minimize as much as you can of the Lilina.
Yeah, any buffs. So Nils, Hector are the 2 main ones from this deck by the looks of it. Which are obviously both plus 30s, so they both reduce 1 Lilina cost.
Yeah.
Oh, that's something I forgot about. Ethlin. Yellow cards are now immune to destruction skills.
One problem.
Lilina has 2
Lilina's raged. Yep.
I mean, they could have like a dodge or something, and they can also like buff it with Sigurd as well.
Yeah. But it's just something that Lilina can swing if they think there's a Sigurd dodge. I don't think there's many Sigurd dodges. My opinion is still just swing face. Just like the Hector play from a few turns ago. Just because if they dodge with Sigurd, that means Lilina's more likely to hit him. Which is why
Also, I have to
attacking
keep in
Deirdre
mind,
there was... Yeah. But it happens.
Since Ostian is top decking, they're probably not going to be hitting 100 too often if you clear the Hector.
Yeah.
So you can just Armance the Eflin once, and then it's going to be pretty hard for them to clear it.
That is also a good option. But I'm pretty sure they're just going to Armad's Sigurd. Also, they should technically have Armad's first before doing this, because if they reveal a Seliph on flip, it's doing nothing.
I mean, we have 3 Seliths out of the deck, right? What are the odds of that?
Well, true, but it can still happen. It didn't,
Yeah.
but it was more of a what if. This is technically a better way to do it.
Buffing would be ideal.
Yeah. Well,
Now-
Sigurd will buff himself. It's just the question
Ye-
of does it matter.
You need to. You're already 70 versus 60, and if they top deck a Lilina and
No,
buff themselves,
I'm saying you do it. It's just, will that affect the actual flow of the game? Like, yes, you do it, but will it matter in the end? If he didn't buff himself up, he's an idiot.
Well, he at least buffed himself.
Is he doing it twice?
I
Yeah, he double buffed.
Yeah.
I wonder what he's
not
scared
afraid.
of.
Don't swing face.
Swing Lilina, coward.
That is a very, very bad throw.
Yeah.
Okay,
okay.
now he's making the Julia 100.
Leaf. Okay, so we know
Good.
we know Leaf's in hand, so less likely for dodges. Okay.
I mean, we've seen all 4 leaves at one point, right? Does he have another leaf in his hand, or did he send that for Julia?
Julia had one of them to retreat. I think.
We also have another self in retreat now, so if he does go for the class change on the Sigurd, that'll let him flip a bond face up.
Yeah.
So I think the problem with Ethlin 2 is this card is basically too little too late. This card is not doing anything at this point.
I mean, it stops the Lilina from just being able to just clear board every turn and just not deploy anything, not bond anything, stack up 3 Lilinas in hand and win. Ethelyn stops that.
Sure.
It makes
I just think
have to
I
attack
just
the
think-
Ethelyn.
I think buffing the +6 is just kind of a
Okay, this can
odd
work.
move.
What is Ostian going to attack? Okay, she's going to attack Ethelyn. Loot!
See,
Perfect!
This is why I
Pretty
said
good
you
for
should
her.
have Armance the Eflin, because if this was 100, this would have missed.
Yeah,
Yeah.
correct. But sadly, she doesn't draw because she never used Armads. But being plus 30 is fine for this turn. Passing, you drop down to 60, but what the fuck does Sigurd have that can kill Nils?
If the Sigurd gets a Sias, I don't know if it's ran in this deck. You could just pull it.
No, it's not Arvis, not Science.
No, Sias is the one that pulls.
There's too many cards.
He is using set 22 Seliph that can pull.
Oh, yeah, that would also work.
He also just plays a bunch of mages. You know, he can just deploy 2 guys.
Yeah, I don't know if I agree with the double buff.
Yeah, I don't think it was needed. I would agree on that. Okay, we're on to the second bond zone.
I don't like the second bond.
That'll do it.
Yep.
That was nice. They have it.
Yeah. Well, let's use that. Because Lilina's not buffed at the moment, but they still have the counters on her.
Honestly, you really should put out Leaf here. You need to start putting a lot of pressure.
Yeah, I think they're just afraid of just getting one shot and dying because they only got 2 cards in hand.
Yeah.
Like that's probably why they buffed up to 60. It's just straight up they didn't have another dodge.
I could believe that. It's just more or less like a crit would still probably hit.
Yeah, Tine.
Right, so another Tine.
They're gonna flip something to draw right. Yeah, there it goes.
Is it really called Tina? I thought it was Tine.
It's Tine. So Tine or Tine, both could be correct. I don't think there's a voice line that says her name in Heroes.
Quick, look at the Japanese.
So I think here you'd probably still Julia first.
Probably yes. You Julia the 2 leaf. Actually, your deck is 6, so yeah, you can do it.
Yeah.
And it also just ensures that anything that's in your bonds can be deployed.
Mm-hmm. I think the question is, will Gamma pick up that the Lilina is not buffed at the moment?
I hope he does. Can't be misrepresenting the game state. It's cheating. It's literally against the rules.
Well, no counters? Not really.
Well, I mean, it's misrepresenting the game state. You can't, like, just lie to your opponent,
But
right?
there's also a lot of people that don't use counters. Like, straight
I mean,
up.
I guess so.
So are you going to say not using counters misrepresents the game state?
I mean, as long as you're verbally telling your opponent which of your cards are buffed, no.
Most
But, like,
of the
at
time
this
people
moment,
don't.
like, if you leave the counters on and then you don't say, like, oh, by the way, this card isn't, like, buffed currently, like, you're just, like, you know, it's misrepresenting the game state. You can't do
but
that.
at the same time, nothing has technically been, like, rule broken. They said they used a skill. Yeah, it's a little bit of misrepresentation, but just because people don't use counters are not officially anything that is a representation. Because Gamma can easily realize Lilina got buffed by Nils. Nils is only until end of turn. Oh, she's not actually buffed. If they do an attack and they claim a plus 30, I'm going to be like, no, the buff was from Nils. Nils is until end of turn. You're not currently in. You're only 60. But
So
yeah.
Here's the thing.
It's just a weird spot. Ugh.
Let's see. So you're at eight bonds, right? So you have a leaf swing.
No, they're not at 8. They got 2 rows of 5 plus 1 on the other side. They're
Okay,
at 11.
they're at 11. Okay. Well, either way, you can still only summon 2 with Unifier. Okay.
Yep.
So, with this situation, you have Leaf who breaks 2 orbs.
Yep. Oh, do you go on the offensive now?
You could.
Yeah, they could. That's the debate. Do they realize Lilina's a 60? And will they start punching face?
But I think the issue is that so you have Leaf who's taking 2, and then you have 3 individual swings, and then you would still have to make sure the Lilina doesn't have 2 Lilinas if you go that route.
Well, yeah. Well, that's why they should deploy Ethelyn and Seliph. Ethelyn is just their safety. I know she's not that great.
Well, here's the problem with Ethelyn, okay? Ethlyn only protects the board if she stays alive.
I know. But that means the attack isn't hitting Sigurd and it's instead hitting Ethlyn. That's the entire point. It's not much, but it is a slight amount of protection. But
It could also potentially.
Okay, now
heal
there
a
could be a
dodge.
Celiph in hand, and if there's a Celiph in hand, that could swing the game state a little
I
bit.
think.
yeah.
I think all the Celophs might currently be accounted for.
Well, we don't know how many of
Can't
that
see
4-3 is around.
Sure.
The
I meant the Celiph 5-4. Oh, I forgot you could. Yeah, sorry, I'm stupid.
yeah. So it depends on that 4-3. How many of the?
I'm just trying to think. So, if you
Is
were
the-
going for a situation where you're going to close the game or attempt to,
Oh,
That's
okay,
interesting.
no, this actually is not a bad play.
it's not bad at all.
Because
It makes the Hector one more expensive, and it makes the Nils one more expensive. Because they now have to bond before they can deploy those things.
Yep.
Where
So-
before it could just be Hector or Nils plus 2 Lilinas win the game. So,
I wonder if he's actually going to go for face. This is kind of a very dicey thing to do as well.
yeah,
This could really backfire.
it can. Because it can give Lilina the fuel. If 3 of her orbs are Lilina, and she draws a card, well, she's now at 4 cards, just ditch bond 1, ditch the 3 Lilina, kill, win.
Mm-hmm.
Sigurd's at 0
this-
orbs.
this turn.
The
you
other
could probably
thing is
just
keeping
clear
the Nils alive is a problem too.
Yeah, but Nils is dead. Actually, if they all go face, Nils might not die.
That's what I mean. You kind of have to go all face if you're going this route.
Yeah,
I
true.
mean, you can just clear the Nils and then leaf into face because they only have 1 card in hand. You don't have
I
to
think
kill them.
I think if you're the Sigurd player, you don't go face just yet.
Do you
Like, it's
think they...
kind of scary because
Well,
They only have like 2 more names in the deck, right? Like,
Because
how much more do you want?
Lilina's always scary because she in this state she has a win the game ability. Oh, they realized Nils isn't. She's not buffed.
okay,
Dodged.
you stop swinging. You stop swinging at least at the Lilina. You swing at the Nils, you clear the Nils, and you call it a day.
No, they're not doing that.
No, this
I-
is bad.
Yeah.
This is not a good thing.
You don't want
This
to
is
give
throwing. This is throwing.
You don't want to give the Lilina orbs because if she
You
didn't
could
dodge
give
there,
them
she might have
one
had
more.
enough to just win. But we don't
Yeah.
know. It depends on how many Lilinas and how
This
consistent
is
they can
this
get
is
them.
a very very dumb strategy.
Correct, but I'm in for it. Fuck yeah, let's go. Keep taking orbs. Take orb. Take orb. Don't need a dodge. They don't have skill destruction.
Also, not clearing the Nils is a very big throw too, and that's what I mean. Like this
Oh,
is
yeah.
a huge throw because, like, okay, so if the leaf connected,
If
you
the leaf
had-
connected, you had kill potential. This is
Yes.
impossible. As soon as Leaf got dodged, this was an impossible to kill board
Yep.
state.
yeah,
You don't have enough attacks.
Because here's the thing, when they dodged, that basically made the situation much easier to calculate.
Yeah.
It was just okay. Well, now they have no cards in hand again. I kill the Nils.
Yep.
At worst, the Lilina may clear 2 units.
Yeah, exactly.
Now,
Take this orb,
you
go
could
down
hit-
to 0, and just win the game. Come on,
Yeah,
Ostian.
just,
You can do it, girl.
just take another one.
Yeah, take another
Why
roll.
not? You might as well.
They got no
You got-
untap, they got no skills to deploy more.
Yeah.
But what if they have the yellow unavoidable card? Then you're done for.
Oh, you mean the one that doesn't exist?
Maybe he's playing Jacob.
Oh yeah, let's see that black-white Jacob show up.
Yeah.
Hey, I mean that MC absolutely destroys Lilina. Like 100 to 0 matchup.
It's actually like one of the things that stops Meditone matchups. It's why it's a counter pick. It's strictly made as it's used as a counter
Oh.
pick.
Or
Oh.
unifying.
Wait, I thought he already unified.
Wait. No,
Oh,
no,
no.
he's holy warring.
He's
But the
final
problem
warring.
with this is he should have flipped the Sigurd first.
The problem with this is also it doesn't matter. This was never the win con.
Nope.
Yeah.
Yeah, the big issue with this one now is okay, you final holy war. That's cute and all.
You blow up
But
the
the
field.
Lilina bonds a card, pitches to Lilina at a minimum, and you're dead.
Yeah. And also they could bond a card Hector, Ditch a
Pitch a
Lilina.
Lilina. Yeah.
There's. Yeah.
There were many ways to win this.
And he
This
chose the
was not
one
it.
way out. The one way to lose.
This is like the worst way to do it.
Yep. And there we go.
A lot of counters to clear.
Well, you can make a box, select them all, and then do the counter -1 button.
All right, now here's the
Yeah.
question. All right, before anything happens with this Sias, all right,
Yep.
he should really start counting cards. Oh, okay.
Oh,
Well,
you just biased.
all right. Here's the reason I say count cards.
Because you want to know if there's more Lilina percentage-wise if they reset your deck versus not.
That in the Hectors.
Oh, Hector too. Yeah, the 5/4
Mhm.
Hector. All right, Bondface. Faye.
All right, there's a
That's
purple
fine. We expected something like that.
Hector. Okay.
No draw.
No,
Stop
you
it.
don't draw for that.
Someone say something.
Okay. This could still work though. So hmm.
Oh,
I mean, you still always play the peony, right? It's just free.
I meant your draw, not the peony.
What? No, the draw from the peony.
Hold on.
Drew after playing peony.
Do you want to like go in there?
Yeah.
I guess I have to.
Hold on.
I think
I'll
they're just
explain
putting
it to
back
her real
You
quick.
go.
Peony's
You go.
fine.
Colonel, you go. Well, that's fine. That happens.
I mean, you still play the peony regardless, right? It's
Yeah,
just free.
the peony is a perfectly fine choice. It's a +20. It works. If you have a way like Ellie would to get another +10, well, that's effectively a +30.
Yeah, then if you have the peony, the Elliewood, and then we have the Nils on field, all you need is one Lilina to win the game.
Exactly.
Okay, we're good.
Cool.
Um,
What happened? What happened to the peony? Though, is that just in their hand? 'Cause they've
I'll
turned-
explain. I'll explain after the match.
Okay, sure. I'll take your word for it.
I won't.
Also, which game is this?
Game 1.
Game 1.
Oh boy, we're gonna be here for a while.
Oh, you know. Hasn't been too long, I don't think. Only like 30 minutes. Yeah, about 4 minutes.
So I mean, the peony.
The peony could help if they had Elliewood in their hand, because that means Elliewood plus peony is an effective +30. And that might have been what
It
they
also
were going
would
for.
work with Gonzalez too.
Gonzalez buffs himself.
Gonzalez.
Always himself.
Yep. If you have an allied Lilina, gain +20, flip 2, gain +20 again. He's just a 100 beat stick.
Okay.
That's why,
Well.
if their plan was Elliewood, you wanted to have that peony on board. That's why I was confused.
I
It's 'cause-
thought he buffed Lilina.
No, she didn't. Oh, no, Gonzalez doesn't. Yeah, no. No,
Yeah.
he's just a self-buffer.
Gotcha.
Okay, so peony is still in there. Okay. And, oh, okay.
Yeah. So
Good one
basically, we
point,
just
yeah.
don't have cards.
Yeah, they don't have the Lilina.
It's unfortunate.
Wow. I'm
That's a
kind of
shame.
mad at Gamma because he didn't get punished for that whatsoever.
I mean, there's a non-zero chance we could just hit the Sigurd.
Yeah. There is also technically magic emblems in the deck, because there's the Lilina set.
But you
5.
also only have one card in hand.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's true.
I mean, Nils can buff anything.
Yeah.
So if you peony the Gonzalez, and then you can give 30
Well,
to
Gonzalez
the...
is already 80, so he can just peony the Gonzalez. Gonzalez can hit. Nils
Yeah.
buffs anything because they're all 60s. Might as well buff Lilina because why not? Swing.
So like, you could hit.
No. This is technically not game over.
Yeah, it's not game over. It's just a very, very scuffed game state.
It's so what we thought was a very good spot for Lilina ended up not being it just because she did not get enough Lilinas. It happens. It's unfortunate. Okay, Peony buffing Lilina. Nils buffing Faye.
That's an interesting decision.
Yeah. So we got a 90 Faye, an 80 Lilina, an 80 Gonzalez. 80 Gonzalez.
Do they really want to clear Arvis?
Yeah, if they're clearing board, this isn't bad. But
I mean, you just die if you clear board, right? Because you're passing on one card to their 6.
Yeah, I wasn't paying attention to how many
Their key.
how many Sigurds they got to hand from the final Holy War.
I wasn't checking either.
Yeah.
I think it's at least 1. I think it might have been 2.
Okay, it doesn't hit.
Yeah, I'm not.
90 attack. This can hit.
Maybe
Come
we're
on.
just digging for magic emblems.
Or who knows? Come on, Faye, you can do it. Okay, 110.
I mean, they could sell.
They could sell for good 0.
Yeah.
But miracle.
Yeah, those miracles might matter.
Considering there's only maybe 1 crit, I don't think it matters too much. But
I mean, yeah, but if you need that 1 crit, you get a miracle on it, you'd be pretty mad. Okay, they might be coming in clutch.
Self down hits. This hits.
Okay, we got one.
Yeah, she did. But 1 dodge.
All right.
60. There's the magic emblem.
All right. Let's see if we can find something. Oh, if the Lilina only 80, even if you find another Lilina, that doesn't do it. So I'm not sure what you're looking for here.
I don't know either. At this point, it's probably too late for most things. Because you would need Lilina in the back line to live. I wish they separated the cards a little bit more, but...
yeah, I don't... It's not going to be like that for long.
Yeah.
Hopefully he just makes it quick.
This is unfortunate, because I think there was 2 or 3 times when a small change would have made this 100% an Ostian's game, even without this whole, like, breaking any orbs. They could have went completely orb brokenless, 1 at 5 orbs. Which would have been actually amazing in the end. And
I feel like that's going to be the end.
Oh, that's what they meant by Peony was my draw. Okay.
Peony was their draw.
Yep. No, it makes sense in the end. I was just very confused because they took the 1 on board. Okay.
So, game 2, you think we're going to see a repeat of this with Gamma taking it home?
Well, the last game, Ostian had 2 clear ways to win. Is one that Hector swings face, that would have caused Gamma to take an orb earlier, or dodge. And if they had taken the orb, the Deirdre would have died, and Gamma wouldn't have even gotten set up. Clear, ideal situation. Or at least got the Hector to swing face first, to try and do both immediately, and then Lilina to clean up, because Lilina was not likely to hit Sigurd in that attack. But that happens. It's fine. And then the second clear way that she could have won is, well, if their orbs were better. That one's not their fault. That one was just unfortunate. Gamma can explain that one. They're in voice chat.
I mean, sometimes you just gotta roll the dice, you know?
Oh, yeah. This is also their first tournament, so there is obviously when we're just doing friendlies, we roll a
Oh,
die
yeah.
after every single game.
That's true.
So if it's just hey, they're not used to it, whatnot. So yeah,
You
there we
don't
go.
do that
Gamma
here.
explained it perfectly good. It's just slightly different formats. Okay, loot bond, 40 on defense. God, I wish other mages were 40 on defense like this.
I mean, there's a few, aren't there?
They're conditional.
Yeah.
Micaiah has the same skill, but she needs a green ally.
Oh, okay. That might have been the one I was thinking of.
Yeah, there's a few like that. They're all conditional. This is the only one that's just you're just good.
And it's, you know, B21. It's pretty...
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if I want to say a recent card, but, you know.
I know what you mean. It was also when they printed the set 21 Lilina that is the MC of this, because they were trying to make Lilina MC work. And it does.
It's a very cool deck.
Oh, 100%. It is funny as hell.
Owning a peony.
Like, the funniest thing is realizing that her draw skill is not once per turn, and then just murderizing.
Murderize.
Okay, that hits. Technically, once again, ordering would be slightly better if Lilina went first in case they both hit Keats. But it's fine to do it this way. Because it's a double Sigurd self!
That sucks.
Bonding the nails as well.
Playing nails.
Interesting.
Yeah. Seems like we probably have some pretty good cards in our hands.
Yeah, you would hope. But Nils, I think, is the best support card in this deck. Just because Nils is so hard to kill on average.
Your hand is probably like Nils and 2 Lilunas, if I have to guess.
Yeah, I could see that. If that was your hand, yeah. Alright. Is he going to bond just a shit ton of leaves again? Or... Interesting. If this is a 30 support, she lives.
Well, if 30 supports does Lilina play?
She runs some 40 on defense, so it's not impossible. But in this deck at least, there's been Peony and Old Man Hector would both save Faye. Alright. Let's see that main promotion, hopefully. Because last game they missed promotion by a turn, I think?
Yeah.
Yeah, they missed it turn 3 and then did it turn 4. Okay. If you're not getting promo, Nino is a good secondary.
Just let you heal it, but I don't think we've seen it in the retreat yet.
Yeah. Nice. Have we not? I don't know. Okay, yeah, fair.
I've seen 8 Lilina, but I don't think it was the promo.
Yeah, it wasn't the 4-3.
Yeah.
Well, that's a different one. It's a shame it doesn't. That's fine.
It's 8 or 3.
Yep, but then we can still get Nino to attack and then do For My Family.
If we have a Nino to stack from hand, that could also be another draw.
Yeah, that is also a good option. But actually, no, you can't do that anymore because it's Nino and Nino. It would be Nino attacking, so self-support. There it is. Main promo.
Sure. Oh, nice.
So this is a hit and a getting of main promo. Honestly, not a bad turn. Wasn't great, but it was serviceable. The question is, are they going to realize to use For My Family to immediately get that into hand?
I mean,
You'd hope so, but...
I assume that's a lot of cards in here.
Yeah. In this one, it might not be I'm thinking of getting it to get made promo. It might be just get fuel.
I mean, they
Setting
know it
Hector,
gets Lilina.
That's a perfectly fine set to grab that.
All
Cool. The issue, though, with setting Hector like that is... No, Sigurd's going to promo, and he's going to be enough to hit 80 anyway. That's a 40 support. Lilina's 40 on defense. You're at 80. It will stop them from being able to kill Nino, because Nino will be 100 on defense. So if it was to protect Nino, good choice. If it was to protect Lilina, I don't think it's going to serve that purpose. But at the same time, Lilina dying right now is a good thing for Ostian, because it'll give them more gas. Granted, Gamma seems to be struggling it already. You'd think with that many cards he should be fine, but he doesn't have bonds. God damn, purple is bullshit sometimes.
I mean, this deck doesn't even play the the purple cards. There's no darkness in here. There's no Will of Fire Roy.
I was
No
more meaning the Keat situation, but true.
Yeah. Alright, we do have the promo.
Yep, and this one does has a flip 2 movie unit, so they can pull Nino. But then attacking Nino doesn't help because there's the 40 support Hector on top deck. And if you don't swing, they're going to get that Hector back in hand and they can deploy it. And then Lilina can get plus 50 in 2 turns, or plus 30 for free in 2 turns.
We're between a rock and a hard place.
You either attack the Lilina, she gets a card because of Orb. You flip 2 and attack Nino, and she's 100 and will likely live, and you flip 2 for that. Or you do nothing and they draw Hector again. Okay, I thought Hector was a bad stack at first, and now it's just kind of funny.
Yeah, I wonder if Gamma's gonna realize all of that though.
Nope. He is just going, I want to kill the green girl.
That's fair. I like killing girls.
You know, fair enough. And it's... Oh, crit. He crit.
It seems unnecessary.
He crit before he support, so he knew that attack wasn't going to hit.
I mean, you know.
But the thing is, if you don't kill that, that is turning cards into plus 30s. Every turn that's alive, that's another plus 30 Lilina has in her hand. I don't think it was smart, because dude's almost dead anyway. Just because of his low orbs and the fact that he just discarded another Lilina, but like... At the same time, there was no good choice. Man got trapped. Bonding another Nils, though. Don't like that, but we'll see what happens. And there you go. Class changing. Okay, I accidentally double drew. Alright. So Lilina can be at 80. And that should hit. Honestly, I would just peony buff and then swing, because that's all you need to do to hit this one. And it's just safer.
But what if you want a tank?
Oh, you don't. You want to take orbs right now. You want a few more orbs. As long as you don't lose them all, you're golden. And I think the chances of Gamma having a dodge is decently high, considering he crit. Granted.
Right.
Yeah. So they both selfed, but Lilina hits because that plus 20.
Nice.
Alright. And there goes down another orb. So if Lilina can take a few hits, get a few cards, she can once again still threaten. Gamma is just like 2 hits from death, and Lilina can threaten that quite easily. She just needs the right cards.
See, I'm still here.
Who knows?
Okay,
I'm gonna guess
fair
no. I mean, sometimes it sounds like you disappear at times as well, just because it goes silent for a bit. It's fine, it happens.
I'm just stupid, so I don't have anything to say.
Yeah, and I bet this is like this is set like 4 for me, so,
This is
yeah.
your job, you know.
Hey, I'm not getting paid for it. I still have a lack of motivation. But, yeah. We'll see what Gamma decides to do. Also bonding 2 of the Ninians scares me a bit. Because you need those Ninians. Or Nils. Ninian's the female one. Okay. Getting Leaf out. If only you were at 6 bonds. Okay. They took the orb, which means Sigurd's skill activates, and then Leaf can use his skill to deploy from hand. Yellow got a board again. Or are they not doing it? Okay, they are doing it. And now Leaf deploy. What do you got, man?
I mean, Julius seems pretty good here.
Well, no, he can't grab cards from Bond Zone. Because that requires 8 or more. What he can do is just deploy from hand, and he flipped 1.
What's the card that deploys from bonds?
This one usually does, because you just grab it to hand and then deploy it. But the grab to hand is 8, and the deploy is 6. There is a Sigurd. This is HR Sigurd. You're thinking of Sigurd set 17. That one can deploy.
There's too many cards in this game.
Yeah, there is quite a lot. Alright, and then they bounce the Leaf to put the Nana, which now means Gamma has 4 unknown cards, because we know the Leaf, and we know 4 others are random. The chances still of a Sigurd dodge are not likely.
Who's your favorite Vocaloid?
I do not listen to them very much. Occasionally random, like, things will just show up on YouTube, which is just usually Hatsune Miku, because, well, of course it is. So I'm just gonna go with that then.
Unbelievable.
Sorry? Alright. Flip 2. Send 3. Yep. Okay, Sigurd, not super helpful. Nana, sure. Can get you the Sigurd dodge, and a different Sigurd.
I mean, Sigurd is Sigurd, what can I say?
Yeah, but if you were to use the Nana to bounce one of those, you're now too low of bonds to use Leaf as fast.
It's true.
So it's kind of one of those, yeah, it's a nice thing to have, but it can also just straight up not help you. flipping one for leaf range. Okay. Will they hit the Lilina, though? No. They are not going to give the Lilina their orbs.
Probably a good thing.
Yeah, most likely. Just
They
because...
learned their lesson from last game.
That's true, it could have been. Gonzalez. Okay. That does be something that can keep punching face. Are they just going to try and punch face to win? That would be funny.
Going to 100 here seems unnecessary.
If I would... No. I get it. I'm down for it.
I don't get it. Explain it to me.
It's just about keeping it alive, honestly. It's, can you try and keep this unit alive
Oh,
so you
that's
can hit twice?
okay.
Because now that's
I didn't
100,
realize it
you
was
need
like
to
that.
you need to use the Deirdre attack, or not the Deirdre, the Julia attack into it, or you need to promo Sigurd and
Drop.
buff. But somehow the Gonzalez selfs, but it doesn't matter. And now
Do we know
Lilina's in kill range.
How many B-22 Sigurds have we seen?
Enough to be scared. Okay. So I would say do this attack in the opposite order, because if that orb they picked up was a Julia, this is, obviously, they could now dodge it. Where if you did the attack in the opposite order, you kill her before hitting face, and then they don't have that orb to dodge with. Perfect, but it happens. And then, yeah, hitting face is good here. Now they don't have the Julia to be able to kill the Gonzalez. Gonzalez is now a threat for next turn. How do you kill the Gonzalez is now a question. That's how you can kill it. That's like one of the two options you got.
Yeah, that's what I was asking about it earlier. Wasn't sure how many of those were still left.
Yeah, I was afraid because I just hadn't seen one in a while.
I mean, they got one as a support, so...
Yeah.
Did they bond the leaf, or was that their bond for turn?
That was their bond phase. They have not used Sigurd's skill, and they clicked the action button, so they might just have forgotten.
That would be bad. It's kind of important.
It is. Usually getting a free resource like that is pretty important, but yeah, so far they just haven't. Going back to deploy. Okay. Technically, game state did not change, so perfectly fine. They still have 3 deployment points as well if they want to do anything with those. 4 if they ramp, like they're technically supposed to. Yeah, they could be playing Deirdre right here. Imagine just not playing Deirdre. Okay, yep, there's the ramp, and that's the push one.
Ooh, that's big.
You may choose any one non-main character enemy and move them. It sadly means that buff does not mean much unless they get the Elliewood support. And then Gonzalez can always just move forward and punch.
Ooh, we got a Deirdre.
Yep, there's the Deirdre. We also still know there's a leaf. Actually, no, the leaf's not in hand. They rebonded it, I think. Yeah. I was going to say, we know the one of their cards in hand is a leaf, so they might not have too many dodges. Okay. Gamma, what are you thinking?
It's Gamma. He's just thinking. Bro's the thinker. Bro's on his brain-pilled think cell arc. I went to Thinker Town and everyone there knew him.
Okay, interesting,
The
interesting.
thinking glazing is crazy. Let me go look up the video link it sent me to remember the rest of these phrases.
I will make sure to talk to him about the thinking place.
He, thinking in 2024 is crazy.
Yeah.
Thinking bro was think maxing. Yup, bro thinking before GTA 6.
Okay.
Are they still going?
Yeah, a Seliph got flipped face down, but nothing else was happened. I think he just decided to use Leaf. No, Sigurd buff. Okay, there we go.
Bro might be thinking.
Okay, returning Seliph to hand. Alright, what are they deploying?
They have more deployment?
No. They
Oh.
flipped us.
Oh,
Actually,
if
no,
the...
they did. No, that was the buff. I thought they'd use Leaf
Like,
skill.
yeah.
I'm just an
Like,
idiot. Never mind.
I mean, they could still leave the floor.
Yeah. Well, well, they are leafing, just a different leaf.
I know. We'll probably get that face down. Or, oh, we could get the Seliph, maybe, do something with that.
Or just, yeah, get the face down. No, why not?
Going out of the 6 bonds.
Yeah, yeah,
You're gonna ramp back to 7 with Deirdre, though, so...
yeah. Right now, probably. Why did they flip the Nana?
Cyber Deirdre, really?
It's Deirdre or Leaf, but it was
Looks like it was
Leaf.
Leaf.
Yeah, Leaf. If you have 6 or more bond cards, tome run range 1, 2. Okay, yeah.
Ever play Nana MC? And I'm in a thinking competition, and my opponent is Gamma. I'm correct.
Okay, he Deirdre. Good to see.
Alright. This is progress.
Are you? Fuck. He nana'd.
Rose Nana.
I mean, sure, it works. You get a bunch of bonds, but what are you doing with them now? That's why I've never liked Nana.
Well, you can, like, Holy War.
Yeah, but
And also just like ramping bonds. That's up like a unifier later.
True. Like
Or it gives you
it
more access to cards that you can grab with Leaf.
Yeah, they're just already at 8, so they already can. They've activated both of this leaf skill. They're at 8, which is a
Oh
good
yeah, but
number
like
for
next
Unify.
turn, you know.
Um, or they were at 7 before this turn, but cool. The next turn you'll just bond 1 and do it. Okay, that's fine. That's makes sense.
I don't even know why we put Nana in the back line at this point. Like,
Put 1 in the back line.
yeah, nothing. I'm just
I mean, Gonzalez makes sense just because he's going to be punching face.
yeah.
The Nana is just because, well, where else is she going to go?
The front line.
Yeah. All right. Are you going to bond anything, Ostian? Untaps everything, counters go down a bit. Bonding something doesn't make a huge amount of sense in this situation, but that depends on what you got in your hand. No deploy, just action. Please be 3 Lilinas. I just want to laugh.
Funny.
Okay, move forward, that's fine. I would suggest punching Deirdre in this situation. Just because she's the most likely one you're going to kill without an attack buff. Ditching a Lilina, okay. And attacking Nana. Interesting. This does hit. They can't dodge, judging by that card movement. Alright, that's fine. You get a card. It's just you ditching a Lilina when you're not, when you need 3 to win. So if you got another Lilina back, it's obviously net even. But that's about it. If you had 2 more Lilinas, ditch them right now, win the game. Get the plus 90, use her skill, be done with it. Defensive buffing Gonzalez. Interesting. Also, would suggest flipping the Peony buff, Peony bond earlier, because there's no reason to have a colorless bond at this point. It is strictly worse than a purple bond.
But if I need it to for my skill that lets me flip a colorless bond face down.
I don't think there's a single skill that references colorless bonds.
Darn.
Yeah, I know. But it's all good. Alright, we're back to... Oh, actually, just they're both playing slow.
Bro's the thinker.
Yeah, that's true.
I can only run this bit so many times.
I know.
You know?
But at the same time, it's just slow. Oh, that is unfortunate. Another push. Self.
Be out here, you know.
Okay.
Yeah, front line in Detroit.
What?
What?
I just heard frontlining in Detroit.
No, you can't have a front line in Detroit.
Okay.
But it's a bit. You wouldn't understand. You're Canadian. You've never been to Detroit, probably.
That is correct. I have never been to Detroit.
Yeah. Me personally, I've been to lots of Detroits. Detroit, Detroit, Detroit.
Fucking hell.
I have to think of something to fill the space, okay?
No.
Can't just sit here and get silent for it.
Look, I'm not blaming you for anything.
Did he class change the leaf? I missed that.
Yes, he class changed the leaf. That was the
Pretty
only
funny.
thing. He bonded Selef, pushed Gonzalez, and then class changed Leaf.
Why? It's not bad, it's just funny.
I mean, if you need to get into Unifier, you need to get into Unifier.
Okay, got 10 bombs, so...
Okay, and deploying Selef from hand.
Oh, that could get pretty rough if he has a lever Selef.
Yep, but here's the thing: does this mean is Gamma going to start attacking? Because this is a very awkward turn to start attacking, I would say.
Absolutely.
Because you have to flip 2 to Unify, and you have to flip 1 for Deirdre, which means out of 4 of those buffs, you might get 2 of them. And Lilina's 90 at the moment. So you're just straight up not likely to hit.
You don't have to Deirdre.
I know you don't have to, which is why I said up to 2. Because Unify takes away 2, and then Deirdre will either hit another Selef or Sigurd, or you just don't do it.
And even though Lina is 90, there's like a very good chance that she's just gonna self a bunch.
I don't think this deck is running as many selves as Sylveon's.
Oh, okay. I'm not too familiar with the build.
Yeah. Neither, like, I think this is the one that I made decently quickly as a template. Just here's a basic deck, and then they did some things to it.
Looks like we are unifying here.
Yep, we unified. They flipped 2 ditch the leaf. But the question is, are they going to try and kill this turn? They have to be, but they're not getting any plus 30 buffs. Julia's gonna flip those 2, reveal the top 3, and Self will give everyone plus 10. But yeah, you're 80. You're not gonna be swinging into that 90 meat shield too well.
I deploy Ellie Wood, you know.
Also, fun fact, Set 7 Hector is in this deck and is now a 60 support.
That's true. We did see that on last game, right?
Yeah, I think it's used as more dodges for Old Man Hector while also being, able to do something himself. Because it also just turns Old Man Hector into more of an offensive threat.
Yeah, I'm more of a Florina guy myself, you know.
Yeah, fair.
Summon those Risen.
Right, reveal top 3. Leaf.
Right.
Julius, okay. Deirdre. None of these were good hits.
Yeah.
Unless
You could
if they have a Self in hand, it's actually not bad because you can still always find a Holy War. But none of these were particularly good hits on their own.
I mean, you still have the Deirdre available too.
Yeah. You can still roll for another one, which is probably what they're about to do. Because why wouldn't you? Like, when is a time when you want to go, Deirdre, I don't want to use your skill?
When your bond zone is 4 leaves. And you have no cards in hand.
I mean, okay. Maybe, fair. Still might be a good idea, though. Just hit that Self, you know?
True.
Okay, you're gonna dare to skill it, you're gonna start attacking.
And maybe he just doesn't do anything, you know? Maybe he's trying to just see, like, how long he can pay.
Oh, if he passes turn in this situation, that would be funny.
No. I mean, like, his Winicon is just making Ostians stay up so late that they're like, I gotta get out of here. I need to go to sleep. Yeah.
Alright, flip 1 for Deirdre. Olwen. Still not a good hit. Alright, flipping 1 for... Yeah, nothing, okay. They're nanaing.
I feel like that's, like, wrong, right? Like, you should attack first. Because now the Self is offline.
Yeah, you turned off the self. Well, that means they were never going to attack in the first place.
That's true. But, like, if you're not going to attack, are you keeping track of the Julia counters?
I don't know. Or are they just going to attack anyway? And just go, huh, self, we forgot about your buff. Oh, final Holy War.
Okay, that makes sense, though.
Yeah, that can also be fine. That makes sense why they nanned. They still should have attacked with it. Actually, no, if you're just going to get crits for everything.
Yeah. Crits and dodges.
The funny thing is, Lilina can still just fucking win this.
That's true. We could potentially get back that leaf we saw earlier and unify again next turn.
Yeah.
Have we seen Eflin yet?
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, that's rough. He had that here, that would be pretty good. Just to keep
Yeah, but he's already unified, so he can't do that.
Oh yeah, I'm saying, like, you know, he could have unified for that.
Yeah. That would have probably been ideal. Alright, Gamma. What cards are you grabbing?
That's probably it, right? Just gonna go down to 7.
Yeah.
Going down to 6.
Okay, I did reveal them. Perfect.
Seems like a bunch of leaves.
Two Sigurds, 1 leaf, 1 Deirdre. Oh, Julius. Never mind, there was a Julius in there. Sigurd, leaf, Selef, Julius, leaf. Six cards in total, though. Damn. Alright, once again, we're back in the situation. Lilina can win if she nukes the board.
There's only 4 cards in there. That's not really the odds of that, right?
Well, chances are, I feel like Gamma's just gonna start swinging again. Like, Gamma has the crits. Gamma has the stuff. He's still at 6 bombs, so Leaf is still a double break. Like...
Yeah, definitely go for it next turn.
Well, you could go for it this... You could almost go for it this turn. Next turn, you're not getting a bigger board. That's the thing. What more can Sigurd really get?
Julius, Alwyn, Sias, Sarvis.
Okay, but like...
Eflin.
He's already... Oh, wow, he actually is. I was expecting him to attack. I didn't... Like, I would say stalling it out is probably the better play, but like, I just didn't expect him to do it. So we'll see. Does this Lilina have enough? Do they have 3 Lilinas in hand? Or Nils plus 2 Lilina? Or Hector plus 2 Lilina?
Alright, we have 130.
Okay, we got 130 buff.
Lilina.
No, we got 1 Lilina and we got a 30 buff.
That's
game!
No.
Oh no, they're one card short. They're one card short. They need a card in hand. So they're going for the kill. If they kill Nana, they draw.
They draw a card.
No Nana
That's
dodge. No Nana dodge.
Oh my god. That's
Now they can Nino.
Yeah.
Oh no, they just drew it anyway.
Oh, okay.
Good fucking game. Good win.
Yeah, that was very nice. Very well played from both sides.
Yep. Flip one, nuke board. Game over. Doesn't matter your hand. Lilina skill 3. My beloved.
I'd love to see it.
4 abilities of beautiful flame.
Good game.
There you go. Okay. Game's called.
Good game.
And here's your entire hand that's just worthless.
It's a lot of leaf.
Yep. When you're running 8, like, look at both the leaves that they're running. They're good cards.
Yeah, like, there's what, like 3 leaves in total, and it counts in 4. Like,
Yeah. So I think what I hope this is what they did, but they counted which characters were healed through Final Holy War and made sure to attack one that wasn't healed. Because see, they couldn't get a heal for her.
Yeah.
I hope that's what happened because that would just be very impressive.
I mean, what are the odds that they just picked someone at random and that happens to be the right one,
Very low. That's why I'm specifically saying I think they counted. Like, Leaf is a write-off. Yeah, don't hit Leaf. Same with Sigurd. Doesn't matter. He's going to... If he got hit, you would win the game anyway, so it doesn't matter there. And you know they have dodges. And then, yeah, it's just about playing the odds. If they counted the retreat, even better. Figured out roughly at this point how many of what cards are in deck and which ones they can hit more consistently. Because at this point, I think you should have realized there's only, like... There's less nanos than anything else. So, it's just the best choice.
Sorry, I'm back.
Oh,
So this must be game 3.
Correct, it just started.
I
Yeah,
was just playing a few practice matches.
Yep. Lilina was able to get a Nils on board and a Nino, and then buffed herself up once, swung, hit, and then got another Lilina because they top decked it, and there was a Nino even if they didn't top deck it. And I'm pretty sure they specifically counted Final Holy War to make sure they attacked the one that did not have a dodge. Because it was a 5-card board.
Interesting.
So, all in all, pretty good. Also, the Self has way more pull access than I thought. Just because that HR Self has a pull, and that Sigurd, or Self that is set 22 Self shows up more often than you would think.
Is Poleaxe one of the weapon affinities?
What?
What are you talking about with poleaxes?
Pull access.
Oh, poleaxes.
Yeah, I was just saying Sigurd has more board manipulation than I thought because of Sigurd, because that's Self, and that HR Sigurd. Yeah, I'm talking about poleaxes because Sigurd is definitely an axe unit from Radiant Dawn.
Well, you understand why I was confused.
Yeah. Poleaxes, yeah, I get it.
It's the accent,
Or the fact that I've just been talking too long and I'm going slightly stir crazy. Okay, happened to call out that it was a magic emblem here. And it was a Self. It would have been a Self if they attacked with Lilina. But it still
didn't know that.
Yeah, I know. But it's still just once again, still the same awkward timing. In theory, if you were to hit Lilina, get a Keat, Myr hit a Keat, she'd get plus 30 for her attack. So, usually better to do that ordering. But not the worst to do the opposite. Also, this is, I think, the first time that Sigurd didn't lose 2 orbs on turn 2.
Yeah.
Just because, yeah, first 2 games he selfed.
No, don't kill the mirror. She's just a little baby. Don't kill me. Oh,
I mean, so is Lilina. Do you want the Sigurd to kill Lilina?
they hate me because I'm a Dragonstone.
Look,
Everyone was following me because I'm a Dragonstone.
all I'm going to say is if Lilina wins this, I'm going to say Lilina's taking after Arvis now and burning Sigurd alive. Especially if she wins by 4 blaze again. And there's the
Double
self
heat.
into the heat.
Double key.
Well, not a double.
Man,
One
there were
keeps
2 keys. It's a double key.
Oh.
You laugh, but double keys do exist in base Cipher.
What are you talking about?
Randall 3-2.
Yep.
It's making me to read this guy.
Randall just doubles all the support skills. Makes them activate twice.
CM, I have an idea.
It's not as good as you think.
It is
It's
very
really funny.
It is very funny when you get like Lilina and you just hit something and you draw 2 and your attack emblems are all 50. But when you hit stuff like Fate Emblem, it's not that great. Or Hero Emblem, technically.
Yeah, your hero emblem is still.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. It just sets it, it's the same idea with X supports, it just sets it to the value
What?
twice, so not too helpful.
It's like the most value you can get out of the like a double darkness probably.
A double Dark or a double Alina.
Something to keep in mind with Double Dark, though, it is only
Needs-
effective if they have
6 cards.
6 cards. Yeah.
Because
I mean, if you
because
not
how it's
hard.
written is it activates twice, so you activate the first one, it minuses them, and then activates the second one and it does another hand check. So
it's not like, difficult to do. Like
no. It has its uses, it's not as good as your first thought might be. Because your first thought is usually double dark means if they're at 5, you hit them twice. That's not how it works, sadly. Or luckily.
It's a funny card. I think Randall has like some of the best cards when it comes to Cipher cards, in my opinion, from the
Randall
OCs.
tier 0. Randall tier 0.
All right, let's not get ahead of ourselves here.
Is Randall better than Henry?
No. Nothing beats Risen Coup for tier 0 deck.
Oh, yeah.
That's... Boy, this Randall to drop 3 cards. It's so good. It's like Azura, but better.
I think I was one of the last people that Retro played Risen Q into when it lost to Ashura really fucking badly. Because
I mean-
all I did as Ashura was hit this backline things, and then he was just like, oh shit.
Yeah, it really is just a 1 to 2 range check. Like, if you have 1 to 2 range, you probably are beating the Risen Coup.
Yep, 100%. Alright, we
It's
got
funny, though.
Lilina attacking Olwyn.
See,
Sadly,
I'm
that
happy
does
with
not hit.
Oh, they didn't pitch a Lilina.
No, they selfed.
Oops.
That's rough.
They might not
Oh.
have Lilinas to pitch right now. They might, because
Presume.
they might want to
Probably
get hit for a bit.
not. Yeah, I was about to say, there's... Look, I see Ostian has all her orbs.
Yeah.
So.
Well, Gamma has not. Last game, Gamma attacked turn 1 or turn 2, and then never swung again.
Yeah, I mean, here's the
That's
thing.
kind of right, though.
When you're playing decks like this,
You
gotta
have
be
to do
really...
that to a degree. I know,
Yeah.
100%. It's just, yeah, seeing Ostian at her still at 5 orbs is not really a surprise because that's just the consistent.
I'm just more mad he didn't get punished that one game.
I know.
Yeah.
He did get, well, he got punished game 2. He didn't a swing though. He learned his lesson,
He-
didn't swing, and then died.
Too little, too late.
Yep. He just got down to 0 orbs, and that's simply it.
Yep.
So, CM, what happened to your match against Luca? Why is he so sad?
Wait, what?
Huh.
What did you do? What did you do to Luca?
Nothing.
Oh.
I
Oh.
played 2 games of Cipher.
Yeah, if you go to tournaments.
Oh, I see now. Sorry, I played 3 games of Cipher, and one of them he said, "Yeah, we're not playing it."
Oh.
Well,
Was
It
just
was not
playing-
Henry. It was Zep versus Lilina.
Oh, yeah.
Why is everyone playing this deck?
Why is Lilina... People just suddenly are just like, yeah, fuck yeah, Lilina. Because one of the random games I just spectated today was Lilina Dittos. Neither Sylveon or Ostian were playing.
I mean, I think okay. So
I
being
love Lilina
serious
as an
for a
MC.
second.
I just wasn't expecting this.
Yeah, she actually is not bad. Now, to be
No.
clear, I would not stick to the pure purple route. I would go black white, kind of like Sylveon does.
I'm pretty sure that one has a little bit higher potential, yeah.
Yeah. The main thing is that you want to maximize dancers,
Yeah.
and that's the one way to do it. Because the other way that I would say is kind of rickety is
Well,
brown.
Yeah, you have Brown
Yeah,
because you have...
Thinking that too.
Sothis.
Yeah, well, you have
Dorothea.
Sothis, Dorothea. Well, Dorothea can deploy a different dancer, either Ninian, or the yellow Marianne, or Sothis, and then so you have Ninian, Tethys, Nils, Dorothea, Sothis, and the other dancer, and they're all flip 1 dancers, but Tethys, and your entire deck
Yeah.
is just ditch 1, dance 6 times, draw a shit ton, OTK.
Yep. Yeah, I mean,
All the
like,
brown
it's
decks are
like
10s, though.
it's like
Yes, that's the risk, but think about this: you're swinging as 90, so if you hit a 10 support, you're 100.
yeah, you're technically hitting the minimum most of the time.
Yeah, as long as you're not against another 100 MC, you're fine.
Mm-hmm.
If you
Yeah.
go
Even then, he just pitch 2.
Yeah. So yeah, it can work. Pitching 1 is usually the best idea, even when dancing that much. As long as you don't self, your swing has 100 at minimum, and 120 sometimes, and you can just hit anything. Because your objective is just to hit face 3 times, hopefully, and then draw 3 cards. It's not always going to happen, but it can. As long as you're not against like Micaiah, you're pretty much safe. Alright, Gamma's doing his thing. We're still at 4 bonds. And, yeah. And he's flipping 1 to tank up. Why?
Also, like, point out that we're approaching the 2-hour mark.
Oh god. Are we actually?
Yes. We're about an hour and a half in right now.
Oh yeah, because there was that short break. I'm at 44 minutes on my recording. Okay. Hector gives you plus 30. That's not bad. Flip 2. Hector gains plus 30. And now they can... Lilina should always attack first in this situation. Whether she wants to attack Olin and draw a card, or just beat the shit out of Sigurd. Okay, she's going for Olin. Perfectly fine. Let's see if she gets the draw. No, there's the draw. And now Hector can swing again. Lilina support as well. That's
really good support.
Oh yeah. This is the one benefit of having a non-brown or black and white on Lilina,
Yep.
is this can happen.
Yep,
When they're taking it.
Yep, they took it.
that's a card.
Yep. Ostian draws a card. They're at 60. They could technically ditch a Lilina and nuke the board right now if they wanted to. I wouldn't suggest it, but it is an
Let's see.
option.
Yeah, I would probably. Yeah.
Yeah.
This I'd say is a smart play. Be
Especially
mindful.
considering that we're down 6 cards.
Yeah, that's your turn. Yep. But yeah, Sigurd right now he has a bunch of cards, but he has no bonds. Why the hell is a Sigurd that is already class changed at 4 bonds?
Good question.
Like,
How did that happen?
because they nanoed. They bounced one of their bonds back. So, yeah, they just don't have enough bonds, which means they don't have enough resources to start doing Yellow's entire game plan, which is use Leaf to get free advantage. They just don't have he just doesn't have the resources for it right now. The question is Ostian able to keep up the pressure and kill him? Because the thing that happened this game is that Sigurd didn't die turn 1 and 2. This is the first time that he actually had a bunch of orbs.
Yeah, it's definitely looking like more Gamma favored than it has for the last past games.
Yeah. It just depends on if Gamma can get up his bond count. So what is Gamma going to try and do to get out of this? He does have one Sigurd buff, because there is that Seliph there. Is he going to try and get that Seliph again, though, to try and push Hector into the back line? Because while that does stop you from getting hit by Hector, that means the Hector's just always buffing Lilina. And a ditch to Lilina to blow up the board is cheaper than what you might think. Okay. Belief skill to add Seliph to unflip Nana. Then Deirdre skill. Okay, now they have a bunch of Seliphs. But you can still only buff once per turn. Which means they don't have the firepower to... If Hector has a dodge, he lives. Pretty much no matter what. And if Hector gets a 30 support, he lives. Okay, flipping one for a Sigurd. He didn't swing Hector.
That's not good.
That is stupid. That's a 3 plus 30 for Lilina. If Ostian has Nils here, you tap Hector back, you keep Nils in the back line, and you just keep blowing up the board. And that would be hilarious. Sadly, it's Gonzalez. And Nils! Oh, fuck yeah, Nils.
Oh, this is party time.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Hector lived.
Alright. Discard Lilina?
Discard Lilina. Come on.
Do it.
Tap Hector back.
Actually, like, tapping Hector back would be pretty optimal.
Yeah, well, yeah, 100% in my opinion. Just because it means that you get Nils and Hector in the back line, both giving their plus 30s to Lilina. You just need to ditch one Lilina to blow up the board. That is cheap. Okay, they're flipping 2 for a Hector buff. Okay.
I mean, that's not the worst thing. Putting pressure on is not bad. Okay, you know what? This is a good support, too.
Yeah, they can use this to draw. Cool. This also means that they can't Gonzalez buff, but they can still Lilina nuke. I
don't think you're gonna Gonzalez buff in this case.
I don't.
It's only until the...
Yeah. Well, it's the same. No, it's until end of opponent's turn. It's the same.
Oh.
It's the same card technically as Hector. It's a flip to 100 beater.
The only problem is it's 80 on defense.
Yeah. No, it's the same skill as Hector. Plus 20.
Oh, that's right. Okay,
no! Why are you buffing Gonzalez?
Ooh.
Oh, that's a shame. Unless you don't have
You know
Lilina.
what? She might not have a Lilina.
Yeah.
I mean, if not, this is fine. I
Yeah,
mean,
it's fine. It still works. It puts on pressure. A lot of pressure. It's just not the board nuke we were hoping for.
yeah.
Okay, yeah.
I mean, might as well. If you're looking for Lilitas,
Yep, it works, yeah. If you don't have Lilinas, this play makes sense. Yeah.
I'd say this was an adequate turn.
Yeah. But yeah, Gonzalez, technically, if Lilina's your MC, is the exact same card as Hector. It's a flip to be 100 until end of opponent's turn.
Yeah.
And it's an 80 on its own, which is alright. Hector's just, well, obviously better because he's a higher cost, but it's because the plus 30 to Lilina and that support skill.
I will say the support skill is kind of one of the small advantages of running mono purple, but
Yeah. It's very uniquely funny at times. Because, well, last game there was actually, game 1, there was an maybe accidental, maybe on purpose trap, where it was no matter what, the Lilina got a card. Instead, they had to crit a Nino. Because that was the only way you didn't screw up something. The sad thing about using the double loot, though, is there's no more bonds face up. But, once again, you're just looking for one Lilina in hand, and you're good to go. Hector and Gonzalez won't be swinging as big, but as long as you can nuke with Lilina, you're golden. Because Hector and Gonzalez can still crit anyway.
yeah.
More so Hector, because I think they're running 8. Set 7 is in here. Set 7 is just such a funny card and has anti-synergy with itself. But, yeah. Alright, well, let's see what Gamma has to save himself. Considering he took 2 hits there? That's not good. Oh no, I think he got hit once. Still just not good for his orb count. Alright. Julia's not bad.
AC, you should look in tournament chat and read the latest message from Hit Gamer Bella. That's so funny.
Sim accidentally loaded purple into my Lilina. I didn't even bother playing it, but yeah, that's just the Zephyr one. Are you against Bella? Sim?
Man, I'm against Balak round 1.
Oh, okay, yeah, you're one
Haven't
with the
we been
curse
over
matches.
this?
I'm just gonna play whatever.
Yeah.
Then whatever turns out to be like Henry over.
Oh, hey, we got the funny Hector.
Oh, that's...
120. It still hits, sadly.
Wait, that was close.
It is close.
Yeah, I'm just playing whatever. Like, it doesn't matter.
Imagine if he scary.
But now they can kill Nils and Hector. Okay, they're gonna try. That's a self. Hector lives. And there's the crit. Okay, they're afraid. And there's the dodge. Interesting. And Leaf is going for Nils, which is the obvious correct play. Yeah. Okay. Will you get another Nils is my question. Deploy. Nino. Okay, that's a good other option as well.
This means she's guaranteed to have a Lilina in hand.
Yes. And especially if she ditches the Peony for the Luna, she can now guarantee Hector hits with the 30 support. Or Nino into Leaf. Because 30 support would guarantee that hit. Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I would swing with Hector Nino first, like you said.
Yeah, just to get that 30 support that you know is there. Perfect. Okay. Good choice.
Very good. Very good.
Yeah, just because yellow has no 30 supports, this is a guaranteed hit, or they dodge. No matter what, you're making them go minus. Yeah. That's fine. You're still making them go minus. I would have slightly preferred the Nino to do that attack, just because 60 plus 30 is less likely to happen again for her attack, but perfectly fine. Yeah, now we're doing this. There's the 20 support. Come on, let's see what it is.
I was about to say, Leaf has a fairly good chance to self and everything. So.
Yeah, that's why I said I slightly prefer this, but it's not like it's a hard, you screwed up thing.
Yeah. No, this is acceptable. Now, Lilina can draw a card off the Julia, probably.
Yes.
We could keep, but I
would not suggest keating, unless you really wanted to keep Hector alive.
I gotta keep. I have to put my cards in the bond zone. I need to ramp. I need to keat.
Look, you're not playing Roy with Lachesis.
No, I'm playing Obero with Obero. I need to draw cards.
From the guy who didn't want to try to hit the Sonic key 4-2.
Shut up. It was a good play. It was a different time. I was a different person. You know, there was a different kind of like accepted sense of humor back then.
You always gotta commit to the bit.
It made sense in the moment, but you know, I was a severe and continuous lapse in judgment.
All right,
You know,
so here's the scuff situation. Unless there's a Seliph, and I mean the that particular Seliph. If you unify here,
there they are. Looking at it. Yep, there's the unify. I'm surprised they had that many leaves. Why did they dodge with the? I guess to eat an attack. Yeah, they shouldn't have dodged with that leaf then. Just let it die. And then Nino's attack goes into Sigurd, and Sigurd was 100. They wasted a leaf for nothing.
I think they were just scared of the Sigurd selfing, which I mean, when your
Yeah.
main character is like that, you have a fairly good chance to self.
Or they just were. They thought that Leaf could live the Nino attack because there was a good chance for it. Because you either needed a 30 support or the Leaf to self, which means there's a good enough chance that it could live, and then you at least draw a card when you class change into Unify.
With Ostian running a few 10s in her deck, there's definitely a possibility.
Yeah, Gonzalez is the only
Hector
one.
too.
Oh yeah, this old Hector on offense, yeah.
Yeah.
Young Hector was 30 at that time, so... Julius. Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah.
And
this
then
is
Deirdre? Like, what else? Well, actually, wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. Okay, yeah, there's 2.
so the problem with this Unify as well is that you just Gamma's not really getting anything to help with his bond situation, which is starting to become a huge issue.
Yeah.
And
I mean, well, he gets Deirdre, which can. But he chose Julius, which is why I was confused with that, because Julius wants to eat your bond, to eat your opponent's bond. You don't have the economy for that.
well, I think he's just forfeiting the economy of it too.
Yeah, but forfeiting the economy completely kills Julia,
Oh,
which
yeah.
is your main way
yeah.
of killing Hector. It's
This is the thing that a lot... Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what a lot of players don't realize when it comes to Julius and whatnot. It's like, it is a very powerful card.
Oh, 100%.
But its cost is very, very debilitating for yellow. Like,
Yeah.
yellow to crawl back from that situation has to do things like Julia almost immediately, or have stuff like Seliph and Hand so that you can leave BS it.
Yeah. Yellow, you need 2 bonds minimum to function, and
Yep.
you likely need more.
Yeah, you gotta be really careful.
Yeah. Like, it's just one, like, and if they flip that, they go down to 0, they can never get back up to the 2 playable amount. And also, Gamma's at 3 cards in hand, which means, technically speaking, you can start swinging face. If you were to get another Hector somehow, and a Nils again, you could just get them all, you could get Hector to swing face, Lilina to swing face, Nils to buff Lilina, and then you might just, once again, go boom at the end.
Yep.
You're just running too low on orbs, so... And... Seliph. That's immune to destruction skills.
I mean, it is actually relevant in this matchup,
Yeah, a little bit. I'm just
but
questioning.
not really something I would have been putting out.
Yes. It's not ideal. It is not the worst option.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. So
There's the flip. Yeah.
lights out.
And this also means Sigurd isn't buffing.
Yep.
How are you hitting Lilina?
You're not.
I'm aware. Hey, magic emblem.
That could be pretty big, because if she gets a Nino dodge... Oh, she's
doing it now.
she's still doing it. Yeah.
Oh, Lilina was dodged. Oh, Lilina was discarded. Interesting. If they're discarding Lilina, I hope they have 2 other Lilinas in hand. If their hand is entirely Lilina, that would be funny.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that doesn't live. It's
Yeah,
gonna
I
open
mean,
I wasn't expecting it to, but like you can dream.
especially when you're running the extra hectors on top of it, you're just
Yeah.
increasing your odds.
Well, Hector's one of your better defensive supports because that one's a 40, and in this exact situation, the other one is also a 40. So they're both
Yeah.
good defensive walls. It's just, it's Hector, and he self-supports those, so he just doesn't have the good walls. His only real defense is Peony. Yeah. And technically, that Lilina into Magic Emblem into dodge.
Oh, Peony. How did you do that? You
Oh yeah,
manifest.
I can
Peony.
totally will cards into existence. You know, very good ability. That's why almost every single one of my Henry games, Medius was in my orbs.
Is that your Cipher superpower?
I think I've played one game where Medius wasn't in my orbs, or like didn't top deck Medius by turn 3.
I'm sending this footage to Bella, and I'm getting you banned.
No, they're like during crit.
Wow. You know what? Honestly, I was about to say,
Yeah, you take this.
it.
It gives you fuel. It
You
gives you
free gas.
No, for Bellic's round robin tournament, I started DMing Sauce and Cinnamon every single one of my starting hands because they were all Henry and Medius.
It's unbelievable.
Just because they were getting they were spectating a few of my games and then were going like, "Are you cheating? I swear to God."
I mean, all I'm saying is, if someone was going to cheat, you definitely have the technical know-how to do it.
Oh, I already know a way to.
Okay, see, that's not the answer you're supposed to say.
Going straight in the face. Okay.
I mean,
So, it's a little awkward.
that hits. That hits. 80
It
plus
does
10.
hit.
And that takes an orb. So they.
I think.
two more Lunas. They're just gonna nuke.
Oh,
That's why they went face.
okay. Not the worst. I mean, the Self lives, but that's whatever.
Yeah, that's why we were saying the Self wasn't the worst choice, but he wasn't ideal. There was much better cards. Did they take an orb for that?
No. Let me double check.
Gamma takes orb. Ostian moves Hector from the table. No, he didn't.
Okay.
Yeah, there it goes.
I think-
Just
Go.
cook it.
So yeah, Gamma's now one card away from death. One nuke from dead. And one hit from dead as well, because Lilina can just punch him. He doesn't have the economy to be able to stay alive. He'll be a bond one, flip one. Every single turn he has to bond a Cell of Sigurd, flip it, just to try and stay alive. Because even this Gonzalez is now a problem. It's 80 on defense. What the fuck can
He
he do?
doesn't want to sell it, so...
Oh, that's one thing. He can push it back.
Okay. I don't think he's doing that.
Yeah, he missed Silas.
That's interesting.
Oh, enemies. It's a pull.
Just-
It's a pull. It's a pull. It's not a
Oh,
push.
it's a pull.
Yep.
Well, it's
Yeah,
only
he's
bond
really
skill.
confident.
No, his
Oh, we just
Silas
found
first
the
skill.
Sigurd.
That's what we're saying.
Deirdre.
Oh no, yeah, it's only a pull.
Yeah. So that can
Just
take
find
him
the
up.
Sigurd off Deirdre.
But how many dodges? Like, he can only have one dodge at max. And the chance of that even being a dodge is low. It would have had to been the last orb he just took.
Yeah.
Oh,
No.
that's really
Oh,
One
that still
issue
hits.
is.
That still hits. That's a shame.
Yeah. I mean.
Look, if you can keep Gonzalez alive, you keep a free Gonzalez.
Yeah.
It's...
This is where it gets odd.
Yeah. Does Gamma attack?
And
Isn't
what is Gamma's last card? Wait. I think I know. I wonder if it's Leaf.
What do you think? Which leaf? The,
Oh, you-
the 5-4 or the 4-3?
I could see it. It's probably a leaf. I would bet on that, actually, yeah.
How much would you bet on that?
Well, not a huge amount. But, like, I'm pretty sure it also is leaf. It makes the most sense. But in this case, you can just get... If Lilina gets a Lilina, you could just crit face.
I mean, clearing board is fine.
It's also fine, yeah. This kills it. It gets rid of it. They're no longer being
Wrong
able to
card.
do bond things. The biggest issue, though, is these 3 things can all hit Lilina. But Lilina's at 3 orbs, never mind. Yeah, okay, they're still... Because at worst case scenario, they get hit 4 times. Unless there's Leaf set 10, you're fine. If it's specifically Leaf set 10, you're in an issue. Because that can double break, and then these 3 will kill you. Unless they have the dodge for the Leaf. But if they had the dodge, they could have just went face, crit, and maybe won the game. It would have been a gamble. Well, yeah. Don't know which one is more likely. Alright. Bond phase. What are you bonding? Because if you don't bond anything, you can't deploy anything, and at that point you can only hit 3 times and then give Lilina the gas to kill Sigurd. Bonding Sigurd. Okay, so they might have
I guess
had
he did have a Sigurd.
class-changing Sigurd.
Okay, he definitely had Sigurd then.
Yeah, he had a Sigurd dodge.
So,
To get the leaf. Too bad.
do we draw this time?
Well, we don't know. He has a random card. He has a mystery card in hand.
Oh, I didn't realize that our deck could just reset.
Yeah. Deck's just reset. Try.
You have enough to play?
Yeah,
Okay.
he only did 4 for the class change and then 4 for the deployment.
Right.
This is scuffed though, because I want you to think about this for a second.
Do you think we go here for a
So
game?
no, yes, this is what this play is. He cannot live this next turn. He will get hit and lose.
He has to go.
He is betting on the fact that all 3 orbs are not named Lilina, and the 1 card in hand is not named Lilina.
I mean, we can play through 1 dodge, right? Or, no, we can't.
Well, he
can't do
grabbed
that.
Leaf back.
1
which
dodge means
he's
he
not
does not kill this turn.
pulsing.
And 1 hit means Sigurd dies. So if they get a crit, if they get a plus 30 or anything, Lilina can win. Because Lilina just needs to hit.
It's very weird because on one hand, yellow does have historically pretty bad supports.
Yeah. Well, it's
But
because
it is also Lilina.
It's because they're only 20s. Only 20s. They can't run anything else. Because
Well,
they're
it's not
too
even
racist.
just 20s. You got Nanas, which are 10s. You have Julius's, which are 0s.
True.
Seliph, Deirdre.
Yeah, true.
I don't know. I don't know if he's running Deirdre 1, but basically you have
Yeah, you have other 10s.
extra cards that also can self a lot.
So yeah, it's not guaranteed by far. I would say right now the game is in Ostian's court. Just because the chances of this killing is relatively low because the self situation, the Hectors as support situation, the 30s as supports on like the 2 bottom line attackers. Sigurd has 1 buff that he can do to make himself 100, but if Lilina has a crit, doesn't matter. If they do 2 Hectors, crit, doesn't matter. It's right now in Lilina's side because Gamma has shown he does not have a dodge. And then there's always the funny thing, if they get a shit ton of Lilinas, they can just nuke the board and just win that way. Okay, people are just talking about pet decks. Cause Luca. Okay.
Alright. Well, there's one self. You just take it. Yep.
You drop down to 0.
Yeah, just keep going. I mean, you got a chance at Gamma. There's nothing else that you can do here.
Yeah. That hits.
That's a 10.
Well, this is one. Yeah, this was one of the ones that there's a good chance you could live, just because any 30 support, you're golden.
Deirdre, I would say, is the most likely here.
Correct. Deirdre is the most likely to self. Deirdre is the most questionable hit.
Yeah.
It should
By the
have
last card in their hand.
Science is usually a one-off.
Yeah.
Oh,
there
that misses.
100% living now.
That's so bad. They could have a Deirdre.
This is why Deirdre should have been the first attack. Just because it's the least consistent. If Deirdre hits, go more all in. If Deirdre misses, stop.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean,
they're betting on the fact that they don't have a crit or they're going to get a miracle emblem.
Yeah.
But if there's 2 Lilinas in hand, Sigurd is fucked. Ditch the 2, swing is 120, you win.
Yep.
If you have 2 ways to buff, you win. And we got the purple bond, so now we can deploy purple things. Nils. Gonzalez. Okay, that's fine. That's fine.
Is it?
Well, yes. Nils can buff Gonzalez.
Oh.
That's 110. It
Wait.
hits.
Oh, shit.
Oh, there we go.
Okay, never mind.
We're good. We're good.
We just win.
Yeah.
Don't clear board. Just
Ostian just wins
You know.
if she swings face
Yeah.
with Lilina.
Last card could be a Sigurd. Last card could be a Sigurd.
Well, no, it's a leaf. It's a leaf. They bounced it from bonds. We know what it is.
Maybe they're cheating and they traded it out while you weren't looking.
This is 90 attack. It's a self. Sadly misses. Gonzalez crit? No. Gonzalez is not the hero today.
They have 0 cards in hand. How will they crit?
Oh, they are? Oh, I didn't realize.
There we
That's
go.
game.
That's it.
That's game. Lilina won.
Lilina W.
What a crazy set, guys.
Honestly, this one was funny as fuck.
Good game.
This one was a roller coaster. But I think it had a good ending. Wonder what the last orb was.
Well, let's just ask.
Okay, what are your bets? What do you think it is? I bet it's a Lilina.
I'm
I
guessing
bet it
Lilina.
was a Lilina.
Yeah. Lilina or Hector for some reason. Hector's at 7. Hollywood. Okay.
Oh, that also would have been
wrong.
fairly good. Because
Yeah,
that would
he
have
can
allowed the
grab
Gonzalez to hit
Deirdre.
100. So yeah, he was just dead.
Yeah. They had a dodge gamma.
No, we don't know that. Maybe she top decked it.
Oh, you're right. Yeah. Never mind. Yeah. Yeah, if that was a top deck Lilina. Yep. Oh, cool. I'm gonna stop
Finally
recording
free.
now.